We're playing College Football 25 and Talladega Dynasty for the first time in Lord knows how long. It feels like it's been a long time. I've been trying to get this next game in for forever, but we're finally doing it today. Number 1 Talladega on the road against number 12 Texas A&M in what I do think is the last bit of our road gauntlet. And indeed it is. We beat Arkansas 45-27, beat Florida 31-9. That team was ass. Vanderbilt 69-44, coming off a wild game. It is our final road game on the schedule. And I mean, feeling really good. I mean, we've gone through some tough ones, and the only win against the team that is still ranked is Tennessee, who's number 4. What the fuck is their record? 7-1. Their one loss came to us. Fair enough. But we do have number 8 South Carolina. That is a home game. We got Army, who gave us trouble even in the national championship season, and then a 4-4 Alabama team. So this is what you have left for regular season Talladega football.
Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country. Squad that's looking to put on a show here today, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies, for EA Sports College Football.
Well, you can tell we've got a big game on our hands. We got Fowler on the call. Number 1 versus number 12. Coming into a ranked... Why is the fight song playing after a... Okay. I don't know if that was a glitch or if that was a Texas A&M thing. Not really sure. Texas A&M, not great starting field position, but let's see how ass we are. It's been a while since we played football on the channel. We're hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. As this star-studded defensive line looks to get to work. First play of the game, and Bendover's got a sack. Loss of 8 yards, and man, did he get free with ease for sack number 20 on the season. He'll be in the Heisman conversation yet again. Good stuff. We've handled this SEC road gauntlet quite well. In our first year, that was close back there. This might be another negative play, and they lose yet another yard. It is 3rd down and 19. Texas A&M needs the 25-yard line. They dump it off. They will not pick up the first. Back up near the original line of scrimmage. The Aggies are going to punt it away on their opening drive. Big time stuff, short punt. Rock already just steps away from the 50, and he'll gain decent yardage, as much as he can, up to the 42 of Texas A&M. We'll get our first look at the Talladega offense for the first time in quite some time. Stadium toughness rank at 14th, so running the ball, not exclusively, but a good bit early on, going to be advised. And Hugh, this didn't really get a lot of help. Was hoping for a hole just kind of right up the middle there on the first play. Then we had to bounce it outside and then wound up not really working anyway. 2nd down and 9, slant route. Evo was open, and a throw behind the intended receiver. Ash with the tackle and a turnover on Talladega's opening drive. Fink will pick off Ash's first pass of this game.
He puts into traffic and he costs his team in a big way.
We don't have another quarterback that's worth a damn. Ash is our best hope.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field.
Well, what's at stake? We're on a 24-game win streak at the moment. There's another negative play for Texas A&M. 16-0 national champions the season prior. 8-0 here in season 4. Oh, to the flat. That'll be the first down for either team in the game. It's kind of slipped out from the grasp of the defense there. Aggies to the 32-yard line, fullback in the formation. And we had some good pressure. It's going to wind up being way better of a game than it should have for Texas A&M. A 6-yard gain to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Good block by the running back. That's a first down. That's a touchdown. I'm going to chalk that up to I haven't played this game in probably 3 weeks. Couple chances that a tackle, missed them both. Joy is in the end zone to rob our joy. Points off turnovers is just kind of what Talladega does. Just what we do. Well, getting the ball back, and Kyle Field's going to be a little bit more rocking than it already was. Rock will call for the fair catch from the 1-yard line. We'll see if we can't get a couple better run blocks. Ash is cold after one pass. That is outstanding. Nothing really to speak of. Pat is still on his feet for a gain of 8 yards. That was a crazy run. I thought we were going to get a yard. 2nd and 2. Hugh made a bad decision, but it's a first down regardless. 2 carries, 6 yards for Hugh. We do have to throw the ball with Ash. Thrown. It's caught. Short completion for 3. If we don't throw the ball, we're never going to get out of that cold slump. And look at that. We've already shook it. 1 completion. And the jitters might be gone. Blitz coming on the play. Pat with a first down run to the 50. 2 carries and 18 yards here today. So we might be taking a look at the best running back we're going to have on the field here today. Ash on the move. Has space to the outside. We're going to take what we can get here. Which actually winds up being 6 yards. Very slim opening. That's what I love about this guy. To throw that ball. I didn't hit it. Took off and it worked out. 2nd down and 4. Quick one. Lucas open. First down Talladega again. Our 3rd of our 2nd drive of the game.
Here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Texas A&M territory to the 34-yard line. Pat with the spin, spun right into the tackle. It's a short game, but we take those. Kind of right smack dab in the middle of the field. I'm going to try and hit this screen and hope for the best. Hugh got out there, little floater, looking for a lane, and he's got one. First down Talladega to the 23-yard line. Ash 3 of 4. The lone incompletion was completed to the other team. Hugh coming, reverses, cuts it up, inside the 10, and down to the 8-yard line is where he is marked down. Are we certain about this? I'm going to hope that we just missed something. Like he gets wrapped up in the 9. Oh, it's you know what? It might be. Let's see where they spot the ball, but overall, not going to complain about that too much.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal.
Give or take, I think we probably deserve maybe another half yard, but still. 1st and goal, Talladega, Pat, inside of 5 to the 4.
Down here inside a 10-yard line.
Success our running game has had already in this game. Feel confident that we can pound this in. Cuts it. Touchdown, Talladega. 1 cut is all it took. We're a Caleb PAT away from a tie game.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit
no panic in Dega, indeed. That is a great response after the second play of the game was a turnover.
That puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Really good stuff.
Now the all-important extra point.
5 carries, 28 yards for Pat, all on that drive. An 11-play drive that went 76 yards for a game-tying score. So we'll see if Texas A&M kind of gets back into that same deal that they were on their opening drive. It's decent kickoff coverage, but it's still not going to work out very well all the way back at the 13.
Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some
run off to the right. Oh my goodness, that is a massive tackle from Rock. If that's not a touchdown, we're looking at least probably up near midfield. Quick throw. Complete. Broke out of one tackle. And then hit again. The 28-yard line. So we just got to take that as, I mean, they're starting right around where they should right now. That's a good block by the running back, thrown to the flat. Short completion of 3 yards to the 31. Been tested at various points throughout our season. Dover moving in, and we gave that up. Right as I had tried to switch to the other defensive lineman who got free, or at least it looked like he did. That's when the pass was thrown, and we left the receiver wide open. That's Rust. For sure. Down to the 29, deep ball. Play action. Dover got free, threw it away to the opposite sideline. No gain on the play. This at times can be a bend but don't break defense. But let's be honest, most of the time it's bend but break a lot. That's a good open field tackle to force third down. Quarterback for Texas A&M started this game 8 of 9. And on the run, oh, they bounced it out wide. Spin move didn't go. He's popped down by Ed Reed Jr., but it's a first down for the Aggies. Man, maybe their first drive of the game is going to be their worst. Play action! Second sack of this game for Ben Dover. 21st now on the season. Great job to get free. A lot of play action in this Talladega playbook. They essentially have a triple team there, and they just dump off a short curl to make it third down and short. Rock didn't have much of a chance there on that. D-line's a little gassed. We sent a blitz. Thrown and caught. What the fuck was that? Somebody tried to hit the receiver and essentially just split in between his legs. First and goal from the 2. Just tried to pop him. Didn't go. 14 seconds to go in the first. They do have to snap this ball. It's a run for the quarterback. Turbo Yoda wrapped him up. Paktua hits him down hard. And that will end the first quarter. It's 7-7. Second quarter begins. Goal line defense is out for Dega. They got through that first effort. Blitzer missed. No idea what that was about. It is third and goal from the 3-yard line. Play action, running backwards. Down he goes all the way back near the 20. Field goal attempt upcoming for Texas A&M, and a great showing from the defensive line to start this quarter. Don't touch the kicker. Kick is up, kick is good. 10-7. Texas A&M. Look at how I know kickers are small, but man. Look at the quarterback dwarf this guy. Oh yeah, I don't know how they did. Blew that play up. The Knights offense back with it. Another fair catch for Rock. I would really hate to be a returner on one of my college football teams simply because it's just not worth it the majority of the time. You hardly reach the 25. Is take the yardage. Hand off, a good block. Hugh spinning out of 1 and got 9 yards. To the 34-yard line. 30 yards already for Hugh. Shaping up to be a good day for both backs. Hugh finding a lane, and he did find one. Up near the 45 to the 43.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Nice little patient run, not trying to do too much too quick. Hugh again. Kind of got bopped off the offensive line, but did still pick up 3 yards. Kyle Fields quieted down just a little bit. Gonna try and dump it off. Let it well to Lucas. Couldn't run after the catch.
Exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down and 4. I'm gonna switch to a run here. If the game allowed, I don't think it did.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a
wrong. It's Evo. He's got the first.
The quarterback's accuracy and the size.
Yeah, that's the trouble of playing on the road, and especially as much as we have, you just never know when the game is actually going to let you switch that play.
And there's the handoff.
Pat couldn't get the spin off, but it is still a gain of 4. Feels like a game where the spin move is not going to be very effective here for us today. A&M defense is wrapping us up. Hugh up the middle, had the blocks, about halfway there. 3rd down and 3. 7 carries, 45 yards for Hugh. They look like they're defending the run, but let's see if they back off. Pat out wide in a race for it. He did not get it. A 50-some-yard field goal I don't think is worth it. Oh, Jesus. Hugh. Oh, first down. I almost called a timeout. I hated the look, and rightfully so. Oh, my. The ballsy call this early in a tight game. Hugh out wide and bulldoze through 1 to pick up 5 yards. 54 yards so far on the day for Hugh. I still think keeping the ball on the ground is the best idea. I mean, come on. That is somehow going to work. Pat just got body slammed there on the tackle, but it's a first down. It felt like a whole bunch of players just kind of got stuck together.
You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space.
Open on the play. That is caught by John Doe, hauled down from behind. Sure, I've seen a tackle animation quite like that. Can't imagine that's new, but it must be a little bit uncommon. Hugh up the gut again. 4 on the play on this slow, burning drive by the Knights. 3rd and 3. Oh, they were all over him. Pat's going to get the first down at the 1-yard line. Oh, they just about blew up the drive. I was going to settle for the field goal from in this close. From inside the 1, Hugh for the lead. Touchdown, Talladega. What a drive. Ran it right at him. Just threw the ball less on that drive than Michigan.
It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Good stuff.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Talladega's first lead of the game. 5.5 before halftime.
The kickoff team on the field now is
and I mean, things like that, drives like that, do benefit us. I mean, we can run it against just about everybody. A deep kick that they will bring out. Didn't make the 15 again. Kickoff return game for Texas A&M has not worked, but points on 2 of their 3 drives. Dover got free. Good block from the back. Finds a dump off to the tight end for 8 yards.
This is why running the football is
I mean, Texas A&M hasn't been quick with their offense either.
It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
2nd down and 2. Handoff, hole, first down.
And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 20.
Really feels like both offensive lines primarily quite dominant so far. Outside of Ben Dover, the Talladega defensive line has been quiet.
Ball handed off.
Handoff, this is trouble. That's a really nice tackle, Ed Reed Jr. at the 39-yard line. Nobody got free outside of a safety on the play. On the 39-yard line, they're running it right at us to success. That's a good cut, cuts it back. That's a first down for the Aggies. Had it blown up if he continues to run that off to the left side. But a great cut. Handoff again, and for once on this drive, we stop him. A yard on the play, 2nd and 9. And a quarterback that has one incomplete pass on this game. Hasn't thrown a pass on the drive. And a run again. He's going to have to make a pass here. 3rd down and 7. See what the Aggies want to do. They do not have to run a play before the 2-minute timeout. Might be advised to do so, and they will. Looking to scramble. Will not get it. It's 4th down. The 2-minute timeout has been reached as Texas A&M is going to punt the ball away. Not a great punt either. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And so, just a nice, safe drive. Don't need to do anything too crazy here. We'll do what we can do. Oh, man. That's a great job to hang on to that ball. Did not see the linebacker lurking.
2nd down after that previous play.
I'm not really sure. I don't know what really was the story behind that. Deep one from Ash. It is caught. Down at the 25-yard line. Timeout Talladega. On a messy route from the receiver and even messier coverage. Plenty of time for the Knights. Throw. Evo halfway there.
And he's tackled after the catch. Here's the 2nd down.
This is probably a dumb play. This team does not do play action well. Gonna get it to the sideline. 3rd and 5.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better.
Oh wow, all these plays are ass. Not expecting this. Oh, we can't. Oh no. Oh, we can't audible. This is big trouble. Just don't make a massive mistake. Ash scrambling around. Just got back essentially the line of scrimmage. I think we gained a yard. Timeout Texas A&M. We got a timeout to burn ourselves from inside the red zone. So if we don't like what's going on, call it off.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops.
Ash, plenty of space, and she might score on the play. 4th down and 4. Touchdown Talladega.
What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive. Just like
I haven't seen a play like that for quite some time. I mean, we used to run plays like that where all the receivers would go to one side, and then we'd scramble to the other a good bit. Not this exact play. But man, did that thing open up. Nothing was really all that open that I saw for an 11-point lead. And we've got it.
the extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
And to think, Texas A&M called the timeout. Now, it makes all the sense in the world to do so. But man, 2-0. Probably the smartest thing A&M is done to this point in the game. And they got 51 seconds and 2 timeouts, but no room for missteps. Second quarter owned by Talladega, and a play like that does not help out. Aggies already down to 1 timeout with 73 yards to go to Pater. Thrown into traffic. Whoa. Well, they're out of timeouts. I have no business calling cover 2 here. It's probably going to cost us, isn't it? 42 seconds. Dover hung up. What? Somebody was draped around the receiver, got flung around in a circle. Clock moving. After the first down, 30 seconds left before halftime. He's got time. Oh, dipped the sack of Ben Dover. This play isn't really going to get all that much, and it took a bunch of time. Now inside 20 seconds. Not in Hail Mary. Not from the hurry up. 12 seconds left to go. Pressure coming. Oh, boy. Well, they're not. They're just going to throw it away. They could have ran it into field goal range.
Just time enough for one more play in the half.
Now, I get the time was an issue, but that's a call. Final play of this first half to the end zone. It's overthrown, swatted away. 21-10 Dega at halftime. To make matters worse for Texas A&M, Talladega gets the football to start the second half. Yet again, we will take the 25-yard line. Depending on how this third quarter goes, maybe we bring one back, but primarily I think that's going to be the way to go. Oh, Hugh just dipped him. First down and a little bit more, a gain of about 14 yards. That's kind of a second or third time in this game already where it doesn't feel like I'm running the ball all that well, and yet we're making guys miss regardless. Those linebackers are dropping back into coverage. We'll dump this off to Hugh. Let's try and get a few here. 2 yards on the play to the 40-yard line.
Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion.
Kyle Field's still rocking, though. They're still causing us problems. Ash on the run. Slides down. Got popped down during the slide. 2-yard shot of a first down. And this is probably a bad call. We haven't called a touch pass all day. Can Lucas block for it? Yes! Oh, can they ever? Evo down the sideline. He's inside the 25 and a big play for Talladega.
Another big gain on the ground. This running game has been
Good stuff. Love to see it.
chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Talladega threatening again. Pat on the run. There's that spin. Didn't really get anything too crazy off, but
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back.
give Kyle Field a little bit of credit here. They're not shutting up.
Looking to pass here on second down.
Ash just right up the middle. Got tackled there, but some guys that were taken care of. First down, Talladega anyway.
Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead.
From the 8, first down. Pat to the edge, untouched, touchdown, Talladega.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
We have been on a run of conference play, SEC play, on the road against ranked opponents. Now, I get that Texas A&M has lost 2 games already this year. This here would be win number 25 straight for us.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10.
It's a different class, but these are still ranked teams in a power conference on the road, and we just make them look silly. Not over yet, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Might be the best starting field position of the day outside of the interception for Texas A&M at the 17. Hand off, up the middle.
good for a
3 yards on the play, but
second
I
and
don't
7.
really know.
Nice job here.
With the score line where it is,
By this offensive line, the back
feels
does
like
what he needs to
Texas
do to get
A&M should start being a
positive yards on
little bit
first
more
down.
aggressive here.
They're going to run it.
But they just continue to run the football. There's another 3-yard run.
The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry.
And I mean, this feels like a really big 3rd and 4. Like a gotta have it type deal.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down.
Looking to fire. Got it. First down.
It's Sanchez.
Really good
They
job
found a
here.
good chunk of curl routes here in this one. It's just kind of the one thing that we haven't really been able to cover. 5 minutes gone. Here in the 3rd. Turboyota probably should have had him there. That's actually going to wind up being no gain as he had fought through that tackle just enough to the point that forward progress was forfeited.
Looking to throw.
To fire. It's picked off. I don't even know who this is.
The defense.
Still going down the sideline. Inside the 10. Pace. Avery Pace with a 41-yard pick six. Couple of chances to bring him down. The quarterback couldn't do it. And nobody else could. Talladega blows it open. Threw right to him. Didn't see him. It's a good ball if he puts some more air underneath it. It's a big gainer, I would assume. Look at all the Aggies behind. A group of just 5 of them.
Now the try here for the extra point.
PAT from Caleb is good. It is 35-10
Point to their lead.
in a game that was 10-7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Like, what in the NHL do we have going on here? This will be returnable for the
Out of the
Aggies.
end zone from a couple yards deep.
Still can't reach the 20.
17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession.
90 more yards for the Knights on offense than Texas A&M, and 25 more
Wide receiver
points.
Coming in motion now.
Motion man.
On 1st and 10,
And I mean,
they'll
now
look to throw it.
A&M,
It's Campbell.
they've got to do that the rest of the game. I mean, down 25.
living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation.
You better be throwing the ball on just about every play.
Fakes the handoff.
For a quarterback, by the way, oh man, that was nearly picked off again. Should have been picked off.
The offense takes a shot down.
Swatted down to the ground instead.
Great job of making a play
But for a
on the
quarterback
ball.
that was having a solid day
Up into the air.
before they just got run heavy. And speaking of run heavy, they run the ball with the quarterback. A fumble on the play picked up by Texas A&M, but I think this is coming back on a hole.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him.
They're
10
down on
yards.
11.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20.
Empty backfield for
How much
A&M.
risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive
To the
at this
flat.
moment. Grab
They
on
cut
the
it back.
It's
It will not be a first down,
He stopped
no matter how
short
much you
of the
fight
marker.
through
So
that.
it's 4th down now.
5th catch for Ernest Campbell. Out wide, and the Aggies get a punt away.
Not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Short one. Almost in not touch it territory. Rock with a spin. Tried to spin again. Still fighting to the 35-yard line.
Something of that return. Now the offense is set up with a short field.
I mean, this game continues this way. The starters might get the 4th quarter off.
Receivers around now.
Haven't said the name of Sauce Castillo yet today, who cuts it upfield inside the 10 and down to the 2-yard line.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense
33 yards on the touch pass for Sauce Castillo. His first touch of the day. And now out of the Wildcat.
He's got all that speed built up.
Hugh at QB. Pitches it off. Pat. Touchdown.
How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession.
Too easy.
Second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half.
Aggies just have no life. GG indeed.
Got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
We've seen some crazy comebacks throughout college football 25 as this game nears the end of, I guess you could call its lifespan. Just doesn't feel like that. This is going to be one of those times. Punter Mike Hunt sends it deep yet again. They'll bring it out again. So 16. That's one thing I do hope to see addressed when it comes to college football 26. There's no reason for these teams to bring those out. This isn't the NFL. They don't have to. Handoff. Solid game there on first down. 5 yards.
I think this defense keeps thinking
It's the
about
5th carry for Mateo Silvestro.
They're opening up running lanes.
Out of the backfield. 2nd and 5. Pressure coming in. Oh, my goodness. What a catch. Quarterback that had, I believe, 133 yards at halftime has just gotten himself up to 200. It is 3rd and 1 for A&M here. They run it. They get it. They're running away from bend over. Credit to them. Smart call. What an impact player here in the early stages. Play action. Fired downfield. It's picked off. Underthrown ball. It's intercepted by Rock. Talladega will take over again. Second interception for the Talladega defense. And now it's just get this to quarter number 4. Pat with a solid run. We'll go into shoe clock just to make sure that it gets there. And we'll see who plays in the 4th. Pat with a spin. Really spun right into the only unblocked guys on the field. Thought I was going to bounce that so far out wide that would have been okay. Pat on the run. He might not need the spin. Oh, he did get caught, though. I wonder if Pat's maybe a little slow here for this game. It's a run-heavy offense. It would not surprise me. We do not need to. We have no business running this play. Thrown. Ash got hit. Mercifully, she is okay. That was a stupid play. Trying to get this to quarter number 4. Hugh found a lane halfway there. So we'll throw the ball. Kyle Field is quiet at this stage. 46-yard field goal attempt. I had a chance to get that slant in, but then just didn't. Caleb's kick, perfect. 45-10. A couple of Texas A&M turnovers, just a pretty useless Aggie offense. Some questionable play calling. They've just been a little bit too run heavy. And then they tried to start throwing the ball too little too late, regardless of whether they had success or not. That's a good move. They might actually get a solid return out of this. It's still not as good as a touchback, but they start at the 22. Interceptions from Rock and Avery Pace. Oh, I was banking on play action there. It still only is a 2-yard gain on that play. 2nd down and 8 from the 23-yard line. Ball's got to be in the air. Well, finally somebody other than bend over. Harry Dogbutt for the sack to make it 3rd down and 12. Arguably targeting, but this game doesn't call that.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You know,
so here's the 3rd and 12. It's an empty backfield for A&M, so we know what's happening. Quick throw into traffic. It's picked off. Ed Reed Jr. sideline. And that is the no, out of bounds. Probably half a yard shy of the end zone. The third Texas A&M interception. Oh, half a yard out for Ed Reed Jr. Here's Hugh. Touchdown, Talladega. It's a bad read. I don't know how this quarterback started the game like 9 for 9. Actually, I think he was 8 for 9, but I don't even know how many straight points that is. Game is 7-7. Texas A&M kicked a field goal to make it 10-7 and hasn't scored since. Dega, however, points on every drive outside of our first drive that ended in the interception. 0 punts from Mike Hunt. Well, starters, I hope you enjoyed your time. We lead by 42. To the 13-yard line again for Texas A&M. Second quarter was bad. Third quarter has been even worse for the Aggies. First down completion. As we'll get inside a minute to go here in quarter number 3. It's insurmountable. Let's be honest, we could shoot clock our way. Well, I got goofed up. Quarterback on the run. He'll get to the 49. Could have stopped him prior to the first down, and then I switched off a player and opened that shit up. We'll head to the fourth, 52-10, Dega. Important to note, we might see them later on. Fourth quarter begins. The backups are in defensively. Thrown and caught. So I would imagine as well, we might see some offensive backups in for the Aggies. Not the case, at least at quarterback. To the 36. The throw. It's another short completion, this time 6. 22 of 29. If you look up at the scoreboard, and it hasn't meant dick. Thrown. Caught. Whoa, what a catch. Went for the interception. Really shouldn't have. First and goal, Aggies. To throw. Short. Ball down. Looked like Hamburglar there on the stop. A&M in no hurry. Not a shock. On the run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Their first score since 10-7. Well, their first score since they made it 10-7. 21 yards and a touchdown for Silvestro. I believe he's their number 2 back. Kick up, kick good, 52-17. Well, we'll see who's in offensively. My hopes aren't high. We'll return it. Why not? That's why not. There's just no advantage to returning. There just isn't. So, Pat is still in the game because he is technically RB2. The quarterback is Scott. Pat with a spin. Kind of got shoved out wide there. Otherwise, that was a first down run. As Pat nears 100 yards on the day. He'll have it here. Oh, my goodness. He just about split that defense for a big-time game. Shoot clock still on. Good deal. Probably let Scott throw a pass here. On the 42-yard line, first down and 10. Scott, deep ball, looking downfield. Incomplete. I thought that ball actually got intercepted.
affects the offense. How many points, how many
Let him
yards.
take one deep shot. Couldn't convert. Pat the spin. Oh, man, did he get popped down. 3rd down and 8.
To do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback.
106 yards on the day.
They hurry the quarterback.
There will be no blitz. Scott on the move. I forgot he can't run. Let's throw that away instead of taking the sack. There was no reason. The first punt of the entire game for Mike Hunt. Gunners are free. Fair caught at the 17-yard line. Even on a punt, Talladega, or Texas A&M rather, just can't start from beyond the 25. Screen pass. I thought I tried to read it pretty well, but didn't wind up working out all that well. Used to a little bit more speed on the defensive line. That's a deep ball, and somebody got burnt. That was Hamburglar. Touchdown A&M. Right off the initial snap. Now you see why Hamburglar hasn't really seen time since season 2.
Still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
It's been a problem for him. It really always has been. And even here in this final season, it remains an issue. It's why he plays special teams.
And now the try here for the extra point.
Still not really a concern. It's not a great showing from the backups, but I mean, we could chew clock our way to, you know, nothing but punts and still be okay. Just can't turn the ball over.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
You know, I do feel bad, by the way, for Cameron Poe. Now, Cameron Poe is a team builder player. Like, so he's been here. Well, he might not be. He might have been a year 1 recruit or something like that. We're actually, I say season 4. This is technically season 5. So there's no team builder players left unless somebody redshirted. Might have to check up on that. 2nd down and 7. Maybe snap the ball a little earlier than we needed to, but a solid run from Pat.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run.
We'll still throw probably a couple passes in this 4th quarter with Scott. That first deep ball didn't go overly well. 4th down and 1. Let's see what they come out in when we call fullback dive. We got a full yard left to go. It's a risk we can take. Ooh, that's going to be close. He got it.
Chris, I'll be honest, man.
Texas A&M fans not a fan of that. Trying to get a short pass off of Scott. Looking for Nagy or Durbin. Scott on the move. He'll throw on the run. Caught for a first down to 47.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds.
First catch for Quentin Durbin.
First down and 10.
Clock continues to roll. 6.5 minutes. Cameron Poe.
Finding enough space for
John Doe that decided not to block there on that one.
set for the 6th play in this drive.
2nd down and 2.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Wide open. Sideline. Caught. Nice catch.
Along the sideline.
John Doe, good field awareness.
But the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Talladega is a bit of an outlier in a way,
And they'll try to pick it up
because I am generally a guy that in these football games, I love to throw to the tight ends.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football.
Not so much here for this team, which is very strange.
He's over 120 yards
Pat on the run again.
And it's really been a combination of his
Only
vision
2
and
yards.
speed, along with really dominant offensive line.
The diecast, I actually did not. Unless that's not what you're talking about.
the back behind the quarterback now in the pistol.
I really probably should have. I was always looking at like t-shirts and hats and shit for merch.
The handoff.
Scott's in trouble. First sack of the entire game for the Aggies here.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass.
I don't really like the looks of this, but with 3.5 to go and the backup's in, what does it matter? There's double coverage everywhere we go. We go to the end zone. It's incomplete.
They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's an
I did not order the diecast. I was thinking about ordering the merch, but never actually did.
And he didn't take a sack. It'll give your
Long try for Caleb.
points on the board if they opt for the
Chance
field goal.
to maybe mess up his stats. Good kick. It's going to be close, and it's short of all things.
That's just some minor blip there. What's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
Well, something had to go wrong here today for Talladega. That turns out to be it. I am sorry to Caleb.
3 points, but instead
Didn't have the legs. Into the wind, I do believe, though.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field.
No, I have not. No idea who I'm using, so that's great.
Fires it to the wideout.
It's caught across the 50.
Middle of the field. Will be taken down.
I was out on a corner out wide. Tried to do my best to
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun,
get
he's
back.
probing the secondary.
A&M doing what they can here to make this scoreline a bit more respectable, but it won't change the result. Yeah, I know. I wish I could just put my own SEC logos on because I made them special for each uniform. As there's another A&M touchdown right as the 2-minute timeout has been reached. Yeah, I made SEC logos for everything, but the problem is that you can't turn off the fact that those logos will always get the game putting something over them in the primary colors, so. And had I not posted this team on Reddit when I first made it, I probably wouldn't have known that because somebody's just like, oh, hey, just an FYI, those logos that you actually spent time making, yeah, they'll be covered up.
And it's good.
Kick is up and good. Yeah, that's something that I feel like
Believe they can line up here and go
onside
for the
kick.
And now the defense decides to suspend
We're
its
going for the comeback.
group a bit.
Texas A&M going for the comeback, which means they're probably going to call their timeouts here. If we get the... Oh, you cannot be serious.
The offense keeps it for another possession.
We are back on defense.
How aggressive will it be?
Man, maybe we even got the backup hands team in. 2 minutes to go. This game just should not look this close. This game is going to look way closer than it ever really was.
They got to get set quickly.
Hell, we might even drop from number 1 somehow.
First and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route.
When all of the damage has been done against the backups, I mean, second quarter, third quarter, Aggies scoreless. 2nd and 5. The throw. They've just been bullying us on drag routes, honestly. What are you going to do? I don't even know who to use. Minute and a half. Thrown into traffic and a drop. Haven't seen many of those today. Out of Aggies receivers. First team or beyond. I think they still got the first teamers out here, truth be told. That one, I think that was off the hands. That's going to go down as a deflection for the Hamburglar. Solid. 3rd and 10. Thrown. Caught. 1st and goal.
Give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
There's no way they actually, like, score here, go for an onside kick, get it again. Like, they just don't have time. They left them wide open. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance.
What was this, 52 to 10?
Under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
That dog looked like it had 2K, like WWE 2K hair physics. Or at least graphics. That was
Extra
awful.
point try coming now.
All of this,
Knocks it right through.
and it's still not a one-score game.
Formation would
I don't know why I even
indicate
did
the
that.
onside kick here. And now with timeout-
Texas A&M already recovered one onside kick. Now we know they're going to take their timeouts.
To attempt an onside.
Maybe this time, guys. Kick it right at the same guy.
And the receiving
Or kick
team
it deep and have it be one-handed.
does its job perfectly. So the offense
Solid.
10 now. The football placed exactly in midfield.
52-38. A first down away
With the running game.
from ending this thing. Timeout, Texas A&M.
Extra yards.
A solid first down run for Pat. 132 yards in this game. And they are just guarding right up the middle. Linebackers lurking right over the top. Cameron Poe with a spin. It's marked as a first down.
Timeout taken by the defense.
Timeout Texas A&M, but the kneel down has been given to us. First down. Aggies can't stop the clock. All three downs, let's be honest. 52-38. Game was never this close. Talladega improves to 9-0 and wins. What I do believe, we'll have to do some math after this, their 25th straight game.
A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So that is indeed Talladega's 25th straight game. When I said that there was some math involved, that meant that here at 10 p.m., I would have had to add 16 plus 9, which is just a little bit too tough for my brain to comprehend at this stage of the day. But 9-0, it's tough to imagine we drop from number 1, but that is our final road game of the regular season. Man, what a run this team has been on, especially with how much of a struggle we had. You know, year 1 as an independent didn't go great. We didn't expect year 1 to go great. Year 2, we moved to the Sun Belt Conference. Probably should have won the conference title, blew it to Louisiana. Win the conference title in year 3, win the not the SEC, but win the national championship, move to the SEC, and this team, in its upward trajectory, has not missed a beat. 3 home games will end our season next time, unless something's changed, against the top 10 South Carolina team.